Now, when it comes to these tariffs, the industries that are impacted, it's pretty diverse, from trucks to pharmaceuticals to bathroom cabinets. Why do you think these industries are being singled out?
I think it's in large part, a ploy on the part of the President of the United States, try to take things that affect people in their daily lives and look like he's taking action. And these tariffs feel more like some of those original rounds of tariffs that Donald Trump started to impose, where really it was kind of political posturing. He was trying to suggest to people in his own country, look, I'm going to draw jobs back. I'm going to take action. I'm not 100% convinced that all of these tariffs will actually get imposed, or certainly that they'll have the effect that he imagines.
And Trump described it on social media. His reasoning for this is that it's for national security and other reasons. What do you make of that?
He must say that. As a legal matter, he must declare that at some point and in some place, because he actually doesn't have by the constitutional power to impose these tariffs. That actually is a power that is owned by Congress. So his exclusion, his exemption, his way to work around all of that is to claim that there is a national security emergency, and that's the basis for it. So that's why you're hearing him claim it. It bears about as much resemblance to reality as imagining that the moon is made of blue cheese, but that's why he's saying it.
And I wonder, what do you make of the timing of this? It seems like news when it comes to tariffs has kind of slowed down, at least from earlier in the year when he was adding tariffs, dropping tariffs. What do you make of the timing of this?
I think he's trying to distract. I think this is why it really does feel like one of those earlier rounds of the tariff announcements. This feels very politically charged as opposed to an economic play. I think he's just trying to steal the news cycle, steer the camera back in his direction in a way that he prefers. But I would put this really important point on the record. If this was to proceed, the effect for certain would be that medicines across the United States would be more expensive. All kinds of medicines for all kinds of people at every range of income. And that would obviously be disastrous, all for the idea, the imagined idea, that a bunch of new manufacturing facilities would move into the United States from Asia, Europe, wherever. It's not going to happen. So for all of these reasons, I think this is in many ways just political posturing.
Absolutely. And we already know the price of medicine in the States is sky high. Now, this is all coming as Mark Carney is in London having trade talks with other countries in Europe, hoping to strengthen those ties. How do you think he's going to respond?
Well, probably not in any overt, large way, because it isn't necessarily directed at Canada. But, when you look at this latest round of announcements from the President of the United States, it is an unpleasant reminder for Mark Carney and for Canada that you have the most unreliable of partners in the United States, in the Oval Office, in this president, when it comes to trade. And so you look at this and you shrug your shoulders and say, well, as we look forward to and talk about the possibility of renegotiating North American free trade, it just makes you shake your head and say, goodness knows what lies ahead.
Absolutely. Well, certainly we'll have to watch the next couple of days and see if anything changes. CTV political commentator Reid, thanks so much for your expertise on this.
Thanks. Have a great night.